the best, you got them for a breast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show under the World of Outlaws.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Dre Broadcasting Network as we are bringing you Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series powered by R Expression. We are in the final stages of the season. That's right, the round of 4. Your top 4 contenders for the championship right now is going to be Shane Tyrion, Carl Shea, Michael Laraya, and Joseph Tice. My name's Dave Everly. Once again, I want to welcome you to the Dre Broadcasting Network as we are here at Michigan. That's right, round of 4 tonight kicks off tonight. We have 3 races for you. This series, this is race 1 of those 3 for the championship. Who is going to come out champion? Right now, these guys are out in qualifying right now, trying to get the best qualifying they can here for tonight's race. Right now, the man on point is going to be the 44 Michael Laraya. He is currently on pole, but we still have 7 minutes of qualifying. Corey Hoover out on the track right now, putting down some times. Also, Jacob Adams and Marvin Wingfield out here as well, trying to put down some qualifying times here. Try to better their starting position for tonight's race. So right now, the points for the top four have been reset. That's right, Shane Terrian, Carl Shedd, Michael Araya, Joseph Tice are going to be battling it out for the championship here tonight. Well, they're going to try to take the first round anyways. There's 2 more rounds after tonight, so this is going to get interesting, folks. Who is going to walk away with the first win in the round of 4? Now, those 4 are battling out, but here's the thing. Still got a good field of drivers there. They also want to come away with a win here. They want to get ready to better themselves for the start of next season. So, just because we got those 4 battling for the championship doesn't mean that we could not see one of the drivers not battling for the championship coming away with the win here tonight. Right now, the 14 of Michael Fennelson, he is out on the track. He is currently right now in the 5th starting position. Bradley Burt, he's just coming off track there. He is sitting in the 3rd position so far if it was to end tonight, but 5.5 minutes left to go of qualifying. As we take a look, they are down on pit road. So, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit up that chat. Let us know who you're thinking is going to walk away with the first win here tonight. Welcome back here Thursday night. That's right, Upper Edge Racing Night. The Profile Machine Products Cup Series powered by R Expression. Live here on Dre Broadcasting Network. Also live on iRacing Live. So, definitely check us out. Check out our YouTube page. Also, make sure to go check out Upper Edge. You can check them out at www.upperedgeracing.com. Right now, nobody out on the track as these drivers are getting set here. Less than 4.5 minutes until we start grading up here for the first race in the round of 4. So we have a few more drivers out. Michael Araya out on the track now trying to see if he can better his time. Carl Shedd also out on the track here as he is also a contender for the championship. Bradley Burke, Nick Massey, Joseph Tice, Joshua Adams, Shane Terrian all out on the track trying to use these last 3 minutes to get a feel for the track before we go green flag racing. Once again, we are at Michigan International Speedway, a 2-mile moderate banked D-shaped speedway, which is located off U.S. Highway 12, right out in the outside, 4 miles south of the village of Brooklyn, Michigan. That's right, 2-mile track. In the turns, in turns 1 and 2, 3 and 4, you got about 18 degrees of banking. Start finish line sitting right about 12 degrees. The backstretch right about 5 degrees of banking. So gonna be looking for some good high speeds here tonight as these guys are going to battle it out to try to come away with the first win in the round of 4. Taking a look at these lap times, these guys running right about the mid 37s right now for qualifying, mid to high 37s, low 38s. Taking a look here though, our record here at Michigan qualifying was set in 2014 by Jeff Gordon with a 34.857. So not too far off of the track record here, is we've got less than 1 minute before we're going to start gridding these guys up, getting ready to go green flag racing here at Michigan International Speedway. Once again, you are watching Dre Broadcasting Network and iRacing Live as we are bringing you the Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series. That's right, we are in the championship hunt, the round of 4, the final 3 races of the season. As we are getting ready to get these guys gridded up here in just a few seconds, these guys are going to be climbing into their machines, climbing into their rigs at home, and getting ready to go green flag racing. We're just going to give them a few minutes here as the qualifying is now over. These guys are going to be gridding up. And we'll go over the starting order for tonight's race. Yep, here we go. We are getting ready to grid up here at Michigan for the first race of the night. Taking a look at tonight's starting order. On the pole, Michael Laraya. Starting second will be Carl Shedd. Starting third tonight, the 51, Bradley Burt. The 5 of Joseph Tice starting fourth. Starting fifth tonight, the 48, Nick Massey. The 14 of Michael Fennelson starting sixth. Joshua Adams starting 7th, the 38 of Shane Tyrion starting in 8th. Starting 9th tonight, that is going to be Corey Hoover. Starting 10th, Walker Thomas. Starting 11th tonight, the 28 of Ryan Dyson. Riley Grant Davis will be starting 12th. Starting 13th, Austin Hartenfels. Starting 14th, Jacob Adams. Starting 15th, Justin Munsell. Corey Blevins starting in 16th position here tonight. Starting 17th, Robert Kenny. Jamie Dyson starting in 18th. And bringing up the rear of the field is going to be the 19 of Marvin Wingfield. As these guys getting ready to go green flag racing here at Michigan. as the pace car is now off, getting ready to go for their pace lap before we drop the green flag here at Michigan. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the first race of the round of 4. So we have the round of 4 starting tonight. As I said earlier, in the round of 4, it is going to be Shane Terrian, Carl Shedd, Michael Araya, Joseph Tice are your championship contenders here tonight. Michael Araya getting the pole. Carl Shedd will be starting in second position. Joseph Tice starting third. And Shane Terrian, he is going to be starting back in nice. So he's got to go through a little bit of traffic here as they are now coming down the backstretch. 5-degree banking here on the backstretch as they're getting ready to come into turn number 3. Anxiously getting ready to go green flag racing here at Michigan International Speedway. Some good looking paints out there. So we are getting ready to go green flag racing once again here at Michigan as they are now exiting turn 4, waiting on the pace car to dip off, getting ready. Michael Araya leading these guys to the start. Pace car is off. As we watch here from the start finish line, green flag is out. We are green flag racing here at Michigan International. Michael Araya getting off to a great jump there as they are cut side by side there. Oh, it looks like we've got a little 3 wide here into turn 1. Already got a few cars there going 3 wide. Looks like the 33 of Corey Hoover back there trying to shake things up and get up to the early position. But already we've got a battle here for the lead between the 45 of Carl Shedd and the 44 of Michael Araya. 100 laps here tonight, folks. Let's see, we've seen these guys go green flag racing, seen green flag pit stops. Let's see what we can get into here tonight. Carl Shedd, our new race leader, as he is already starting to pull away from the 44 of Michael Araya. Bradley Burke up into third position as he is actually battling the 48 of Nick Massey, who's stuck there on the inside. Looks like that inside line isn't the place to be right now, though, folks, because they are dropping like rocks on that inside lane. But Michael Araya, he is caught back up to Carl Shedd. So we have got the front 5 here, single file, but they are looking good out there running here tonight as they are now just completing lap number 2 here at Michigan. As we take a look here, single file, Michael Araya trying to work the inside of Carl Shedd. He is going to get to the inside. Can he complete the passes here side by side? Carl Shedd gets a good run on the exit of the turn, but they are going to stay side by side as they drag race down to the start finish line. Taking a look here, Carl Shedd is going to lead that lap. Looks like he has led every lap here so far tonight after starting in that second position. A little further back here as we've got a battle here between the 88 of Joshua Adams and the 38 of Shane Terrian. Shane Terrian up in the 8th position, but he's looking to advance a little further there as he is one of our championship contenders. Look at those cars go. They are flying around this track here tonight as we see a little side-by-side action. That's the 29 of Austin Hartenfels with the 24 of Riley Grant Davis. They are back battling for that 12th position. It looks like they're just going to get single file here. Is the 24 of Riley Grant Davis now looking to the inside of Ryan Dyson here in turns 3 and 4. As you see, these cars hitting up over 200 mile an hour. Oh, as we got a little contact there with the 29 of Austin Hartenfeld, but he is right there looking to take that position. But these guys are running really good times. They're pretty even, as Michael Araya, our new race leader now, as he was able to get around Carl Shed. But you got Joseph Tice right there. All three of these guys are championship contenders right now. Riding here on the inside with Joseph Tice, taking a look out of the cockpit, seeing what he's seeing, just kind of not really working the reel too much. Nice, usually a nice, pretty smooth track here, so they're not really too bumpy like an auto club, but still a challenging track as they gotta try to figure out. As we see Michael Araya riding a whole different line than Carl Shed and Joseph Tice. As we see those two up front battling here, right, looking back here, Shane Terry, and he's also in the hunt for the championship as he is riding back into 7th position, as he is right behind the 51 of Bradley Burke, as he's looking to try to get up front here. A whole lot of laps left, only 93 laps to go, so still got some time. He's just got to kind of settle down here as he's actually looking to the inside of Bradley Burke, too wide across the start-finish line. Shane Tyrion just leading by an edge here into turn number 1. Bradley Burke getting a good run there on the exit of the turn as he's going to gain that position back. Looks like through the rest of the field, though, pretty much single file here. 28 Ryan Dyson, he's working on the 8 of Jacob Adams. They're battling there for the 14th position right now. Pretty much the only battle I really see on the track at the moment. Looks like our front 6 there are pretty close together, but the 44 Michael Araya, he has actually pulled out 3/10 of a lead here over Carl Shed. Carl Shed, though, he has got a battle behind him. He's got Joseph Tice, Michael Fennelson, and Nick Massey all right there behind him. Checking back on Shane Tyrion. He's still running in the 7th position. Still trying to work that 51 of Bradley Burke there. As these guys are just now getting their tires warmed up. Looks like there's a pretty good gap here between the rest of the field here. Right here is looking at the 18 of Walker Thomas. But Corey Blevins running there in 12th. He's about a second behind 18 of Walker Thomas in 11th position. So looks like the back of the field kind of spreading out a little bit. But the front of the field, though, they are looking pretty close together here, other than Shane Tyrion checking out, as he would like to come away with the first win of the round of 4. As we got a little bit of a battle right here. We got Joshua Adams, Riley Grant Davis, Corey Hoover. They're all battling for that 8th position there as they are trying to get around the Riley Grant Davis. Also right there, looks like Walker Thomas right there in the mix as well, as these guys are battling it out here in the early stages of tonight's race. 88 laps left to go. Not sure what the pit window is here. I'm probably going to guess anywhere between 25 and 35 laps. We're definitely going to have to wait and see. As I said, we are in the round of 4. We've got Michigan tonight. December 7th, we have Phoenix. But December 14th, ladies and gentlemen, mark that date down. That is when we are going to decide the championship. That's right. The Miami 200 Homestead Miami Speedway, live here on the Dre Broadcasting Network. We are going to crown a champion here at Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series, powered by our Expression. As it looks like right now, Carl Shedd sitting comfortably there in second, Joseph Tice third, Michael Fennelson sitting right there in fourth. Shane Tyrion, he is sitting there in seventh. He's a contender, trying to get around the 51 of Bradley Burke here. We are now 85 laps to go, 15 laps completed here at Michigan. We take a look back here, got a little bit of a battle brewing. That's between Ryan Dyson and Justin Munsell. And also the 10 of Robert Kenny. They are sitting back here as well. Not sure what happened, but Austin Hartenfeld's down on pit road. He's got some heavy damage. Not quite sure what happened there. But out on the track right now, Jamie Dyson, he is currently the last car here on the lead lap. As Michael Araya is putting down some wicked times here tonight. But he is actually, looks like probably about 1,000 slower, according to their last lap time, than Carl Shedd. Carl Shedd right there, as these guys are using the draft, try to catch up to the 44, Michael Araya. As we hear those big V8s roaring around the track here, Michael Fennelson, he's sitting right there in fourth. Let's go ahead and take a look here at some of these paints as we're going to do a rundown here through the field. Right now, our race leader, the 44, Michael Araya, he's in that Chevy Lowe's machine. Currently in second in the Ford Fusion, that's going to be Carl Shedd with the Chef Andy's machine. Joseph Tice, he's got the Tech Crunch Proto Simtech there. Looking good there in third. Sitting in fourth is going to be the 14 of Michael Fennelson with the Mobil 1 Pink Navy machine. Nick Massey sitting right there in fifth in the iBuyPower, the JeffGluck.com machine. Shane Tyrion, Evil Motorsports, he is sitting there in sixth as he was able to get around the 51 of Bradley Burke. Sitting there in seventh in the yellow Jegs machine, that's going to be 51 Bradley Burke. Joshua Adams in the iBuyPower, he's sitting eighth. Rally Grant Davis in that good-looking paint scheme there, the Napa Auto, he's currently running in ninth. Walker Thomas, Evil Motorsports, running 10th. Jacob Adams in the iBuyPower, he's running 11th. Justin Munsell, he has got the Coors Light number 2 machine sitting there in 12th. Corey Blevins, as he's battling Justin Munsell right now, he's in the Blevins Design 25 that's sitting there in 13th. Ryan Dyson in the LRR machine sitting there in 13th. Robert Kenny, he's got a Cross the Stripe machine sitting there in 10th. Jamie Dyson, he's sitting in 16th position. Got some heavy damage, but still out on the track. Meanwhile, up front, we are still being led by Michael Araya. He has led 15 of the laps so far here tonight. 80 laps to go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back here on the Dre Broadcasting Network. Welcome back here to the Dre Broadcasting Network as we are bringing you round of 4, first race in the round of 4 here at Michigan International Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series powered by R Expression. Right now taking a look at our top 10, Michael Araya out front, Carl Shed sitting second, Joseph Tice third, Michael Fendelson fourth, Riley Grant Davis, he's sitting in the 5th spot, Walker Thomas, he's sitting 6th, Nick Massey 7th, and sitting in 8th is going to be Joshua Adams, Bradley Burke 9th, Ryan Dyson sitting 10th, and we have started green flag pit stops here on lap 27. Shane Tyrion, Robert Kenny, and Justin Munsell all down on pit road. Jacob Adams is already pitted as well. So it looks like right about 27 laps is going to open the pit window here as we are waiting to see exactly how many of these guys are going to come down on pit road here as we see them coming off of pit road. So right now our top 10 has not pitted yet. 10th position is going to belong to Ryan Dyson. Ryan Dyson, he is going to need to pit as well as he's sitting in that 10th spot. So only 10 cars left on the lead lap right now. But Michael Araya, Carl Shed, Joseph Tice, they have pulled away from the rest of the field here as Michael Fennelson is now over 3 seconds behind. So these front three have really pulled away from the field here, as we are now just looking 72 laps to go. So we should be seeing a lot of these guys will be getting back on the lead lap once the leaders pit here. As I'm waiting to see when the leaders are going to pit. Are they going to pit together, pit separate here, as they are making their ways out of turns 3 and 4, coming down the start-finish line. Walker Thomas, he has moved up into the 6th position, sitting right there looking pretty good here as he comes across the start-finish line and into turn number 1 and 2. So far, caution free tonight. Taking a look at the race report here so far. Only one lead change, no cautions here, is Michael Laraya. Michael Laraya is our race leader and has been for 24 laps now. The only other person to lead last was Carl Shedd. He led 5 of them at the start of the race. Michael Fennelson is making his way down on pit road for a green flag pit stop here on lap 30-31. Looks like Michael Araya, Carl Shedd, Joseph Tice are getting passed by the cars that have already pitted. Got fresh tires. They are going to stay out again. That's 32 laps now they have completed, which means this is more likely going to be a 3 pit stop race. Taking a look here is the 48 of Nick Massey. He is battling right now with the 88 of Joshua Adams. Also the 51 of Bradley Burke here, as these guys are battling for that 6th position here, as they almost went 3 wide there with Bradley Burke. Nick Massey, he's taking the preferred line there on the outside as he gets a good run off of the turn. He's going to be followed by the 51 of Bradley Burke. They are going to clear the 88 of Joshua Adams, as Joshua Adams now battling with the 51 of Bradley Burke. As we jump here on the in-car with Bradley Burke as he makes his way down onto pit road. We're going to ride down on pit road here with him as he is pitting in with Riley Grant Davis, Walker Thomas also pitting in for their first round of green flag pit stops. That just leaves our front 5 guys left to pit as Bradley Burke pulls into his pit stall. Oh, overslid it, had to back up. He is right side is going to go up. More likely a 4-tire pit stop. Yep, it is going to be 4 tires. Ladies and gentlemen, just be advised, next week we are having an update to iRacing. It could be a possibility we may have the pit stop animations coming next week, but also I hear that Rallycross is going to be coming out as well. Going back up front, it looks like Carl Shedd has got around Michael Araya as he's taken over the race lead. Joseph Tice up into 2nd. Michael Araya sitting running 3rd there, as these guys have not pitted. The front 5 have not pitted yet, is they're going to stick her out and go out another lap. 65 laps to go here. These guys are pushing these cars to the limit. Should probably be pitting within the next 4 laps, I'd say. Don't know if these cars can do 40 laps, but we're going to find out here. Is Michael Araya, he is down on pit road. So now that just leaves our top 4, but here they come. Here comes Carl Shed and Joseph Tice down on pit road as we speak. That's going to put Nick Massey in. He is going to overtake the lead here with Joshua Adams sitting in second. So our new race leader, the 88, Nick Massey, he is going to be our new race leader here on lap 37. Nick Massey, Joshua Adams, the only 2 that are going to need to come down pit road that have not pitted yet. So we're waiting to see exactly how long they're going to push it and stay out. But right now, Nick Massey is going to get the credit for leading some laps. Lap 38 of 100. 63 laps to go as we are getting close to the halfway point. Tonight's race. Taking a look at our top 10 as they run right now. Joshua Adams, the man out front right now. Nick Massey sitting in second. Shane Tyrion, he's sitting there in third. One of the first guys to come down pit road. He's sitting there in third. Jacob Adams, he's running in your 4th position. Michael Fendelson, he is sitting in 5th. Walker Thomas, 6th. Riley Grant Davis, he's sitting in 7th. Michael Araya, 8th. Robert Kenny, 9th. And Ryan Dyson rounding out your top 10. It's been a clean race here so far. Taking a look here, Michael Araya leading 26 laps so far here tonight. Carl Shed, 9. Nick Massey, 2. And Joshua Adams leading the laps. So, actually, he's just going to be leading on the second lap here as they come through turns 1 and 2. These guys have been out since the go. They still need to pit. So, they are going to have to pit sometime here soon. 40 laps already on a tank of fuel. Looks like the 88 is going to back it down. Yes, he is. He is going to come down on the pit road. That's going to hand the lead back over to Nick Massey. Nick Massey now 41 laps. How far can he push it? Because it looks like he's going to try to push it on just 2 pit stops here tonight. As we see him now running 41 laps here on a tank of fuel. Shane Tyrion, he's sitting back in second, just about 12 and a half seconds behind. So he's got some time here. Is Nick Massey going to back it down and bring it down on the pit road here as he comes through turns 3 and 4? No, it doesn't look like he is. Yep, he is going to back it down and bring it down on the pit road. 41 laps on a tank of fuel for the 48 of Nick Massey. That is going to hand that race lead over to the 38, Shane Tyrion. He is one of the contenders here tonight for the championship. The other contenders for the championship, Carl Shed, Michael Araya, and Joseph Tice. Taking a look at them, Michael Araya running back in 6th position. Carl Shed, he is running there in 7th. Joseph Tice there running in 8th position. 59 laps to go. 10 laps until we hit the halfway point of tonight's race. So these guys running right about 38 second lap times. So as you see these cars checking the speed there, Joseph Tice, he is getting up over 200 miles an hour before coming into the turn. Timothy Petito out there in the chat. How you doing, Timothy? Been a while since I've seen you. How you doing there, buddy? Welcome to Upper Edge Racing and Dre Broadcasting Network. Going back up front, new race leader, the 38, Shane Tyrion, now leading here his first couple of laps. He is one of the championship contenders, as we are in the round of 4. So we got 2 more races after tonight's race, 2 more weeks before we can crown a champion here in Upper Edge Racing. Jacob Adams, he is currently running in second position there, looking good in that 8 iBuyPower machine. However, Michael Araya, he is on a mission. He was wanting that lead back here, as he is sitting now up into third with Walker Thomas and Riley Grant Davis right behind him. But Carl Shedd, we've seen him stay out a lap or 2 later than Michael Araya, but him and Joseph Tice are sitting right there in the 6th and 7th position. Guys, make sure if you type up in the chat, type in who you think is going to win the first round of 4 here tonight at Michigan International. Type up the chat. Just say hi. Don't matter. Come out. Talk it up with everybody else here. We might be getting into a little bit of trivia here later on. As we are on lap 45 here. 56 laps to go as we see a little 3-wide battle brewing here. As Riley Grant Davis is now moving up. Joseph Tice is actually going to get around Riley Grant Davis. He is going to take that number 4 position as Michael Araya now sitting in the 2nd position as he gets around the 2 of Justin Munsell, who is currently 1 lap down. Now the difference between Michael Araya and Shane Tyrion, we are looking at 3.7 seconds. Actually, it just went to 3.6. So Michael Araya running some faster lap times than Shane Tyrion, just about a 10th. So he is closing that gap here as we are coming up on the halfway point. However, it looks like Shane Tyrion, Michael Araya may have to do 2 more pit stops. The question is we've seen a couple folks out here run. I think it was Nick Massey and them. They ran 41 laps. So they're banking on a 2 pit stop strategy. Don't know if it'll play out. It all depends on the caution here. 54 laps remaining. As we're going to go here on the in-car with Carl Shedd. Run around a couple laps here. See how Carl Shedd is getting around the track here at Michigan. Yeah, it looks like he's right here through the dog leg. He's going down below the line there. But he's keeping up with Joseph Tice there. But meanwhile, going back up front here, Michael Araya has actually caught the 38 of Shane Tyrion, as he is running now about 2/10 faster. So that's definitely, as he is now getting to the back bumper there of Shane Tyrion. So we may have a new race leader here as he gets right up on that rear bumper. Looks like he is going to move to the inside. They're going to be side by side down the front stretch to the start-finish line. Michael Araya running low. Who's going to take it? Looks like Michael Araya is just going to edge out the 38 of Shane Tyrion as Michael Araya has retaken the race lead here on lap 50 of 51, or 151 laps to go. Halfway of tonight's race. Joseph Tice, he is going to work his way around Shane Tyrion. That's going to drop Shane Tyrion back into third. Carl Shedd just behind him there, running in fourth. Look, there's about a 10 lap difference. Is Carl Shed and Joseph Tice are on about 10 lap newer tires, so you can see the speed difference there. As these guys are battling it out, that's right, caution free as the halfway point. We are going to go ahead and step away for another commercial break, give everybody a chance to refill their drinks. We'll be right back here on the Dre Broadcasting Network.
Don't let your first date be your last. Visit People Against Distracted Driving at PADD.org.
Welcome back to the Dre Broadcasting Network as we are round of 4 Profile Machine Products Cup Series powered by our Expression and Upper Edge Racing. As we take a look here at our current top 10 as they run right now. Michael Lariah is out front, Joseph Tice sitting in second, Carl Shed third, Riley Grant Davis sitting fourth, Walker Thomas fifth, Shane Tyrion dropping back into the sixth position, Michael Fennelson, he is running seventh, Bradley Burke eighth, Ryan Dyson, 9th, and rounding out your top 10, Joshua Adams. As we take back here, Joshua Adams running. He's getting around Justin Munsell. We have only 11 cars back on the lead lap. The 48 of Nick Massey, the last car on the lead lap, is Jacob Adams. Looks like, it looks like he blinked out, but he is the first car a lap down. So if we were to get a caution, he would be the lucky dog and be able to get back on the lead lap. Definitely Alexander Caldwell. iRacing is a blast. Definitely check them out. Go check them out at iRacing.com. You never know who you're going to run into when you're out on the track. Definitely interesting. You could even race with some of the pros. Doesn't matter the series. A lot of the professional race car drivers use this as a training tool. So definitely check out iRacing there, Alexander. Going up front, Michael Araya. He has led 37 laps of the 60 already ran. He is our current race leader. Joseph Tice, Carl Shed, both contenders for the championship, running second and third. Riley Grant Davis, though, he's looking good right there in the fourth position. Walker Thomas, he is rounding out your top five. As they're going through the field here, not really seeing any battles. There's great distance in between each of the drivers here. Actually, looks like Robert Kenny. He is sitting right there in 14th position as he's working to get around the 88 of Joshua Adams. No difference there as Robert Kenny. I think he did come down on pit road. Let me take a look here. He came down on pit road 6 laps ago. So we've got our second round of green flag stops already starting here. Shane Tyrion, one of the first guys in the first round to go in. He is sitting in 7th position, 35 laps since his last pit. I think he pitted with 28, 29 laps the first round. So it looks like we have some definite pit strategy going on here tonight. Under 40 laps to go. Shane Tyrion going down on pit road. I don't know. He might be able to make it here. He went 35 laps this stint. We got 39 laps to go. He might be able to make it on just this pit stop. That might be what he's banking on, as he is down on pit road as we speak. Michael Araya, 27 laps since he last pitted. So looks like he is going to be able to do one more pit stop as well. Same with Joseph Tice, Carl Shed. They're all right about the same. So right now, our top 10 still need to pit. And it looks like they are going to be able to make it on just one more pit stop. Yeah, most definitely. From what I hear, Abbas, I think I hear that the pit crew animations is going to be coming out on the next build as well. Also, they're not only are they going to be making changes to the Gen 6 Cup car, but from what I'm reading, people are speculating that the Rallycross is also going to be released next week, week 13, when they do their next build. I tell you, I'm actually looking really forward to the pit crew animations. I think it'll look great here on the broadcast. It'll also look great being inside the cars you slide into your pit stop. Also, the Rallycross. I mean, who doesn't like racing on dirt and catching a little air? So that's going to add a whole new aspect to iRacing. I mean, we've seen a big change when they released the dirt and you had the sprint cars and the super modifieds and all the other dirt content that has came out, which has been awesome and a blast to learn how to drive. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward there, Abbas, to the new build here next week. Going back here to the race, Michael Arias still leading. Carl Shed sitting in second. Joseph Tice third. As these guys are the closest here on the track. Actually, Riley Grant Davis has got a little bit of competition here, as the 18 of Walker Thomas is actually kind of gaining on him, trying to jump up there into the top 4 spot. as these guys are running top 5 here tonight. Michael Fennelson, he's a couple seconds behind there, sitting in 6th. Brian Dyson, as you see him backing it down, he is working his way down onto pit road. Coming down pit road, as he almost loses it. They're on pit road. That just shows how dicey it is to get down on the pit road. Jacob Adams, he is now moved up into the top 10. Shane Tyrion, he's still a lap down because he is already pitted. So he's just waiting on the front runners to pit here, as we've got 35 laps to go. So the pit window is now open. These guys can pit and make it. It's a matter of when are these top... actually, Walker Thomas is making his way down on pit road. Looks like Michael Fennelson's going to follow him down on pit road. So we got 2 more takers down on pit road here tonight. So the question is when are the front runners going to break it up and come down on the pit road here? As we see the 45 Carl Shedd, he has got around the 44 Michael Laraya taking over the race lead here on lap 67. These guys staying out another lap here. 34 laps to go. So, as I said, the pit window is open. These guys can pit at any time and be able to make it. It's just a matter of when are they going to pit. Because the longer they stay out, that's the thing is, the longer they stay out, the guys with the cleaner or newer tires is going to be able to catch them and get around them. Speaking of which, there's the 38 of Shane Tyrion, and he is on fresher tires as he goes down underneath the 45 of Carl Shedd. That is going to put him back on the lead lap. Shane Tyrion back on the lead lap in 8th position. So he has got his lap back. That means he is actually catching the leaders. So when they go down onto pit road, there's a chance that he could overtake the lead. Now the question is, we do have 32 laps to go. Shane Tyrion pitted, let's take a look here, 7 laps to go. So right now, I mean, that's a big difference as we've seen, but he is pulling away. He is actually catching, let's see, what pit times is, lap times he run? He's running a 38.6. Our race leader is running a 40.2. So he is running 2 second faster lap times. Question is he going to have anything left when the leaders pit and they come out on fresh tires? That's going to be the question. Shane Tyrion is one of the contenders for the championship. So he is one of the 4. But so is Carl Shedd, Michael Laraya, and Joseph Tice. These 3 are also in the round of 4. So one of these 4 is going to be crowned champion in 2 weeks at Homestead, Miami. Looking like Joseph Tice, he is choosing a different line here, as he's running a little bit of a different line than Michael Laraya and Carl Shedd. Carl Shedd, Michael Laraya electing to stay up next to the wall through the dog leg. Joseph Tice electing to go all the way down to the white line. So we'll see if that's going to help him, as he is actually making up a little bit of ground here, it looks like, trying to catch up to Michael Laraya here. Nick Massey there running in 5th position. Joshua Adams running 4th. Shane Tyrion already up into 6th position as we got Michael Laraya and Riley Grant Davis down on pit road. Michael Laraya down on pit road. "29 laps to go as we are coming on the closing of tonight's race. These guys have ran a flawless race here tonight. No cautions here at Michigan as these guys are working around here. As we see the 18 of Walker Thomas, he gets around Carl Shedd, him and the 14 of Michael Fennelson. That's going to put those guys back on the lead lap in 9th and 10th position. As we see these guys battling it out here. Taking a look here at some different camera angles as these guys battle it out. They are battling for the 8th and 9th position. Up front, Carl Shed, our race leader, is Michael Araya, now coming off pit road. Looks like he is going to beat Carl Shed, so he is going to stay on the lead lap. Shane Tyrion, he is now moved up into the number 5 position, so he is running 5th right now. Shane Tyrion running in your 5th position. Joseph Tice, Carl Shed coming down pit road as we speak. Race leaders down. If Joshua Adams stays out, that's going to hand the race lead over to Joshua Adams, as he is going to stay out. That's going to also have, right behind him, it's also going to be Nick Massey. So looks like our new race leaders is going to be Joshua Adams. He is going to have Nick Massey in 2nd, and Shane Tyrion, he is going to move up into 3rd position. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if we stay green flag racing, that means these are going to be our final pit stops. If we were to have a caution, I think we would see, I think these guys might come down and get some new tires for the stint to the green or checkered flag. But we are now 27 laps to go. That's right, 27 laps to go. We're going to go ahead and take a look here. We still got our top 2, Joshua Adams, Nick Massey, still needing to pit. And Jacob Adams, it looks like he's going to have to pit again. He's got 23 laps on his tires, so the 8 of Jacob Adams running back in 8th position is going to have to pit one more time to be able to complete this race. Right now, 12 cars left on the lead lap. Robert Kenny sitting back in 14th position. He is going to be the first car a lap down, as it looks like he is now making his way off pit road here. Let me take a look. Yes, he is coming off of pit road, so he has done his final pit stop of the night. The 10 of Robert Kenny off pit road. "25 laps to go here at Michigan International. All laps ran under green flag conditions here at Michigan. No cautions as we take a look at our race report. No cautions, 9 lead changes, as we are being led by Joshua Adams, who has ran 36 laps since his last pit stop. Don't think he's going to be able to push it that far, but it's definitely, I don't know if he's going to try, but we'll keep an eye on that for sure. We are still waiting on our top 2 here to come down on pit road. 37, 36 laps since their last pit. We are now 24 laps to go here tonight. Question is, we seen these 2, they went 40, 41 laps. Are they going to stay out that late? Especially with everyone else being already down pit road with fresher tires. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and step away for our final commercial break of the night as we bring you the conclusion here at the Michigan International Speedway, the first race of the round of 4 with the Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series powered by our Expression. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Dre Broadcasting Network as we are coming up. Let's see here, we got 14 laps to go here tonight. That's right, 14 laps to go here at Michigan International Speedway. This is Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series, powered by R Expression. The first race of round of 4. Right now we are being led by Michael Laraya, as he has got Carl Shedd and Joseph Tice sitting second and third as they are trying to track him down. Bradley Burke running in fourth. Michael Fenelson fifth. Walker Thomas sixth. Riley Grant Davis, he is running seventh. Shane Tyrion running in eighth. And Ryan Dyson running ninth. And Jacob Adams right now rounding out your top 10. Only 12 cars on the lead lap with Joshua Adams and Nick Massey rounding out. Robert Kenny, Jamie Dyson, both 1 lap down. And Justin Munsell, he is 2 laps down. Looks like Corey Blevins, Corey Hoover, Austin Hartenfels, Marvin Wingfield fortunately had an early retire here tonight. But the question is, can Michael Laraya hold off the hard charge of Carl Shedd and Joseph Tice as they are tracking him down? They have cut the lead down to 1.4 seconds as they are working to try to get around Michael Laraya, who is wanting to come away with the win here tonight to win the first race in the round of 4. Michael Laraya, our pole sitter here for tonight. He is led so far here 50 of the 89 laps we ran. We have 12 laps remaining here tonight. So as we take a look here, Carl Shedd, Joseph Tice, it looks like everybody's pretty spread out. Michael Fenelson, though, he's got Riley Grant Davis right behind him and Walker Thomas as they are trying to catch the 51 of Bradley Burke. That's right, folks. It is coming down to the nitty-gritty. 11 laps here to go. The race lead of Michael Laraya just been shortened down to 1.3 seconds. So Carl Shedd is actually making ground here. Last time around, Michael Laraya ran a 39.415, and Carl Shedd and Joseph Tice, Carl Shedd ran a 39.244. Joseph Tice ran a 29. Actually, it just changed, so it does look like Carl Shedd, Joseph Tice are running right about 0.2 faster, as they've now cut it to 1.2 seconds behind our current race leader, the 44, Michael Laraya. All 3 of these drivers are in championship contention. Our 4th driver in championship contention is Shane Tyrion. He is running back in 8th position right now, as he is trying to work his way around the 10 of Robert Kenny. Once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning into the Dre Broadcasting Network all season, as we have brought you some memorable races here with Upper Edge Racing, all from a caution-free Daytona now to, so far, a caution-free Michigan race in the first race in the round of 4. So just 2 more weeks and we will have a season champion here at Upper Edge Racing. Going back up, Carl Shedd is now under 1 second behind Michael Laraya. Question is, does Michael Laraya have anything for when Carl Shedd gets to him? Is he going to be able to hold him off? That is going to be the big question here tonight. Which one of these drivers, or is it Joseph Tice? Maybe he's just holding back here, but we've only got 8 laps to settle who's going to win tonight's race. As we keep an eye here on Carl Shedd, he has cut it down to 0.5 now. 0.5 difference between him and Michael Laraya, as we are 7 laps to go. 14 miles is all we've got to decide who is going to win this race. That's right, 14 miles. And as you see these guys getting up over 200 mile an hour, he is sitting at 200. It was 201 before he started backing it down coming into turns 3 and 4. Four tenths is all that separates Michael Araya and Carl Shed, as they are battling it out. 6 laps to go here at Michigan. Joseph Tice, he can see him. He is right there in third as we ride on the nose clip here of Joseph Tice as he is watching Carl Shed actually catch Michael Araya. Let's actually go on the in-car of Carl Shed here as he is caught. He is on that back bumper of Michael Araya. The question is does he have enough to get around him? Looks like he's going to run just about the same line there as Michael Araya coming through turns 1 and 2 here. As it looks like he is going to try to maybe cut it inside. Just not enough speed on the exit to get there. But he is all over that back deck lid here as we are now coming to 4 laps to go. The question is, can he get inside and make the pass? Here he goes. He is making the move. He is making the move. They are side by side coming down the front stretch here. Michael Araya is going to lead that lap, but Carl Shed on the inside of Michael Araya. Can he make the pass? That is going to be the question here, as these two are battling out. Carl Shed, he has got enough to clear him, but here comes Michael Araya. He gets a good run on the exit of turn 2 and pulls it back up and actually pulls out and clears Carl Shed. Just 4 laps to go. Looks like Carl Shed, though, he's kind of fallen back a little bit there off Michael Araya, but he gets right back up on that deck lid. So he is right there as he's looking to the inside coming here into turn number 1. He is on the inside of the 44 of Michael Araya as they come into turn 1 and 2. Side by side they go. This is for the race lead. Carl Shed, he looks like, no, he is not going to be able to clear him as Michael Araya gets a good run off the turn. So it looks like Carl Shed's getting the better entries, but Michael Araya is getting that great push on the exit of the turn. Looks like he is blocking the line that Carl Shed wants to use, as he is doing a good job of holding off the 45 of Carl Shed. 2 to go when they cross the start-finish line. Still side by side here into turn 1. Carl Shed gets a good entry, but we've seen that time and time again. But Michael Araya gets that good push off of the exit. Yep, here he comes. Back side by side as they go down the backstretch. We see a lap car there moving out of the way, letting these two battle. They're going to get the white flag next time around as they are side by side through turns 3 and 4. Coming out of turn 4, looks like Carl Shed's going to edge out. Yes, he is. He is just going to edge out Michael Araya as they come into turn 1. Carl Shed on the inside, Michael Araya on the outside. As it looks like Carl Shed backs it down just a little bit, coming through turn 1 and 2. Carl Shed, is he going to be able to clear him? No. Michael Araya gets the good push off of turn number 2. Gets that good run right next to the wall here, as Carl Shed is going to look to come into the inside here through turns 3 and 4. How is this going? The final turn. Next flag, checkered flag, as they come out of turn number 4. It is a drag race. Carl Shed just edging out Michael Araya, as it is going to be Carl Shed. Carl Shed is going to win the race, and he is just going to win it by not very much at all. Wow. Look at Carl Shed. Carl Shed winning tonight's race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get an interview with our top 3 drivers here tonight. So just bear with me one moment here as we watch Carl Shed here do his victory lap after winning a hard-fought race here tonight. as we watch Carl Shed burn it down. He is making a statement. He wants to win this championship as he is burning it down here at the start-finish line after winning the first race of the round of 4. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start with our third place finisher tonight, Joseph Tice. Joseph Tice, Dave Everly in the Dre Broadcasting booth. You got a copy. Wow, what a great start to the round of 4, coming away with a third place finish here at Michigan. Seen some different strategies going on here tonight. Ask most of the fans would like to know if there's anything you could have done differently tonight. What would you have done differently?
Well, to be honest, I clicked my brake bias forward to pit so I wouldn't lock the rears up when I hit the brakes to pit. And on that last run, I forgot to move it back to the back of the car, and I wore my front tires out with that front brake bias. So if I had to do over again, I wouldn't have my front brake bias so high, and I'd remember to put it back. But I just wore out my tires at that last run trying to get to those guys.
Yeah, I mean, those front two, I mean, they were quick, but you were also really quick out here tonight. Now, next week, we move to Arizona for the Arizona 150 for round 2 of the round of 4. What can we expect to see from you next week at Arizona?
Well, I'm usually okay, pretty decent there. I'm not the greatest, but from what I hear, the new build's going to be quite a bit different. So I don't really know what to think about it right now. I'll have to do a lot of practicing come next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Well, most definitely, that's right. You guys are going to have a little bit of a different build, so pretty much it's going to be a crapshoot here coming next week here, considering that most of you guys are going to be running that new build.
Yeah, it's going to be different, that's for sure.
All right, Joseph, before we let you go, is there anybody you would like to thank?
Yeah, sure. Thank my teammates, Trevor and Carl and Bruce, Adam, and Eric. They're the greatest teammates to have. We push each other to be the best we can be. And thank my sponsors, AMD and TechCrunch. Thank Ryan and Michael for putting on this league. Thank you guys for broadcasting, and thank my competitors, man. Tonight was a good, clean race and a lot of fun.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, we look forward to seeing you next week at Arizona. So go celebrate, and we'll see you next week, Joseph.
Yeah, 10-4. See you guys.
Well, that was Joseph Tice, our third place finisher. But now we are going to talk to Michael Araya, who came out in second. Michael Araya, this is Dave Everly in the Dre Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Talk about a battle. You led 60 laps here tonight at Michigan. We knew Carl Shed was fast. Unfortunately, he was able to get around you. Can you talk to us about the last couple of laps there as you guys battled side by side for the last 2 or 3 laps?
Yeah, so I was hoping on that last sequence, if I pitted before Carl and Joey, I'd get enough of a lead to make it to the end. And I did get a good bit of a jump compared to those guys coming off of pit road. But, man, just that little extra rubber that they had, it really came into play. And they're already fast to begin with. So I could see in my relative, they were starting to catch me. I'm like, okay, just don't overdrive things and make things worse, and just try to bring this thing home. But with about 5 laps to go there, Carl was all over me. He was flying tonight. And all I knew is I have to protect the top, especially in 1 and 2, because if I don't, he'll use that against me, and there's no way I'd be able to get back around him. So I was just banking on, I got to make things tough for him. And, man, it almost worked for me. I just didn't get quite the exit coming off of 4 there. The top wasn't quite as strong through 3 and 4 compared to 1 and 2. But, man, it was a close finish, and I did everything I could to hold him off there.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, you guys came to the line, and we did see. Well, tell us about the tire wear. I mean, we noticed that you guys could go 40, 41 laps. We did see a few go that long on tires and fuel. About when did you start seeing the difference in the tire wear?
Probably right around lap 10 into a run. The first 9-10 laps or so, you were just flying. There's a ton of grip. You could really get back on the gas hard and not really have to worry about getting loose. But once about lap 10 hit and beyond, then you had to, be more conscious of what you were doing on corner exit. And, I had to start feeding the throttle a little bit, and you're starting to kick loose coming off of turn 2 especially. So you have to make sure you're really smooth on your steering input. But my strategy was about every 35 laps or so, because before that, you're going to pay the price later in the run, and then any later than that, you're just giving up too much time. So that was, to me, the sweet spot.
Yeah, most definitely. Looked like you and Joseph Tice and Carl Shedd were kind of on the same strategy there. But next week, we move over to Arizona. As Joseph Tice had already said, you guys are going to have a new build running under these engines, these machines next week. What can we expect to see from you next week at Arizona?
Well, rumor has it, I guess this next build is going to make things with the Cup car a little bit looser, which actually helps with my driving style. So I'm really looking forward to this next build to see if it hopefully swings the Cup car back to the loose side, because last year, before they did the major changes, I was really dominant with that package, and that car, it didn't feel as planted. It was definitely a lot more sketchy in the corners versus the package we're running right now. So if we can get closer to how it was back in 2016, I'm going to have a really good shot at this. And I just need to make sure I don't take my chances here making stupid decisions during the races, and just be methodical and not making mistakes.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, congratulations on your second place finish in the first race of the round of 4. Is there anybody you'd like to thank before we let you go celebrate?
Yeah, I got to thank Flat Out Motorsports, of course, and my teammates Grant and Bradley for putting in a lot of effort this season to help myself and just everybody as a whole get better. And I got to thank my sponsors, Profile Machine Products, Autolite, and Lowe's, for being on board.
Well, once again, congratulations on your second place finish. We'll see you next week in Arizona.
All right, thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was our second place finisher, Michael Laraya. Now we are going to talk to the race winner, the 45 of Carl Shedd. Carl Shedd, David Everly in the Dre Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
4, I got you, buddy.
What a race between you and the 44 of Michael Laraya. Can you talk to us about the last couple of laps there when you guys were running door to door?
Anybody watch that race knows the kind of driver Michael is. I mean, that was unreal. I had fresher tires. I had tracked him from 4 seconds down, and I was 2 or 3 tenths of a second a lap faster, it felt like. And when I got there, he drove his tail up, and I know he was working that wheel. So that's just incredible. The battle he put up, and the way he stood beside me, I did not think I was going to win this race. When we were going into turn 1 actually off the front stretch, I had a little nose on him. I thought, if he clears you going down the back stretch, because that outside lane was so good, it's like if he clears you going down the back stretch, he wins. So you don't got to pass him here, you don't got to clear him, but you cannot let him clear you high. So it just had enough on him there to make the bottom, and of course that's where the tires, that was all tire there. Michael had the skill and is a wheel man, but that was all tire there that got me through. It was the right rears get so hot and burn up so fast that all it takes is just a 0.25% better.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, we seen you running. It was like you were on rails all night. Taking a look at that last lap, you were 8 1,000ths faster than Michael Laraya coming to that start-finish line. I mean, that's basically a splitter there. But next week, we change it up. We go to Arizona and a new package. What can we expect from you next week at Arizona?
a lot of fun. I'm curious to see if we'll all be this tight because the driving styles of individuals are so much different. Of course, we don't know what to expect from the package. I imagine that that you'll see the 3 or 4 of us up there battling tight again. But it's one of those tracks where like Michael, it might fit his style. He might get up there and take away, or Joseph could too. So these races could come down to when you pit. Did a lap car move out of your way quick enough? Were you able to complete a lap pass around a lap car? People on fresh tires getting around you quick. I mean, like you were saying, it's a difference of a splitter. So, it's great competition here, man. These 2 guys and Shane, actually everybody in this league are a pleasure to race with. I feel safe racing around them. I feel safe putting the car to the limit, and that's rare.
Yeah, I mean, multiple times this season we've seen you guys go caution-free, as we saw here at Michigan. No cautions here tonight at Michigan. 100 laps to Green Flag Racing. Well, Carl, congratulations on winning the first race of the round of 4 here at Michigan. Is there anybody you'd like to thank out there before we let you go celebrate with your team?
Sir, I'd like to thank my teammate Joseph, and we work out together here on the tracks and try and get our strategy straight. Couldn't ask for a better teammate. Wonderful guy, and no secrets between us. We're always sharing everything we know with one another, and that's wonderful. I'd like to thank my teammate over at Aegis, Andrew Farinars. He hopped in here with me last night too, and it to me for about 55 laps. So the rest of my Aegis teammates over there: Dave Washington, Dylan Jones, Daniel Eberhardt, Andy Kessler, James Ross Cato. Anybody I've missed, they'll forgive me. And then I would like to put it out there. Of course, I think I let you guys know my grandfather had passed away. He's much like a father to me, and it's fabulous. I'm thinking of him, and it's wonderful to be able to put it in victory lane. So for me, this one's for him, and I look forward to Phoenix.
Yeah, most definitely. We look forward to seeing you out there. Well, go celebrate, and once again, congratulations on winning the first race of the round of 4.
Night, and we'll catch you next week in Phoenix.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been an eventful race here tonight at Michigan. 100 laps, caution-free. That's right, 100 laps, caution-free here at Michigan International Speedway. Going down our unofficial finishing results. Carl Shedd is your race winner here tonight. Michael Laraya coming out in second. Joseph Tice third. Riley Grant Davis finishing in the 4th position. Walker Thomas 5th. Bradley Burt 6th. Michael Fiddleson finishing 7th. Shane Tyrion finishing in 8th. Ryan Dyson 9th. Joshua Adams rounding out your top 10. Nick Massey in 11th. Robert Kenny sitting there in 12th. Jacob Adams 13th. Jamie Dyson 14th. Justin Munsell 15th. Corey Blevins 16th. Corey Hoover's finishing in 17th position. Austin Hartfield's 18th. And Marvin Wingfield rounding out your top 19. Well, ladies and gentlemen, next week we will be at Arizona. Same channel, same time. Round 2 of the round of 4 for the championship here in Upper Edge Racing Profile Machine Products Cup Series, live here on Dre Broadcasting Network. Well, I'm Dave Everly, and I will see you next week here on Dre Broadcasting Network.